What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the newest edition of Piper's Pit, a show named because Bronx Johnny killed Roddy Piper with his words. I'm your host, Chris from Brooklyn.
Bronx Johnny, I actually didn't kill him. I just mentioned his name the day before he died. I wasn't really planning on him to die.
No, you killed Roddy Piper, John.
Well, my bare hands, I fucking showed up and killed the guy that beat those fucking aliens in that John Carpenter movie and shit? I don't think so.
No. But just you use Santeria or some other Hispanic juju.
I didn't even get send him bad vibes. Was that before or after he got into the Hall of Fame? A lot of dudes die on that shit. So, Ultimate Warrior went out the same way.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, this is High Society Radio's occasional wrestling show.
Yeah.
It used to be a monthly show. Now it's an occasional wrestling show.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania weekend. I figured we should do one of these. It's been a while.
Big weekend. 2 fucking days. Saturday and Sunday. Worth of matches.
I think the reason why they're just branding it as a 2-day WrestleMania is because ESPN had no interest in the brand name NXT TakeOver.
Oh, maybe. I didn't even think about that.
Because ESPN Plus, you can now buy the pay-per-view through ESPN Plus now.
Yeah, but it's not at it's the same rate, right? You're not getting it cheaper.
Yeah, but if you already are signed up for ESPN Plus, you can also get WrestleMania. So if you just want to watch, there's plenty of people. WrestleMania had the highest buy rate of the year. So there's plenty of parents out there who are not going to spend $10 a month for the WWE network. Just like I was never allowed to order a single pay-per-view.
I had the legal cable box, so there you go.
I didn't have that until I was much older. I didn't have any illegal cable box until I was in high school, and by that point, I wasn't watching a pay-per-view live.
I think I had that shit once I was 7. My grandfather played me. I missed the room because of it. He was like, "Yo, we want to watch it," and I was like, "Oh, hey, the box ain't working." He was like, "Oh, well, not today." But then by the next day, we had it, so it was all right.
Well, let me break this down to you. My mom, when my grandmother refused to get cable, she wouldn't even let me pay for it with my money that I got from my job. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She refused to have it in the house, despite the fact that the woman probably watched 70 hours of television a week.
Why she didn't want cable? Just gypsy lifestyle? Or?
Just she swore up and down that if we got cable in the house would burn down. She also said the same thing about air conditioning. She said there was no point into either of these things. They were modern conveniences that
I can see why you're so swollen now. You fucking Bobby Boucher and shit. It's crazy, Seth. It's the devil. It was a crazy thing. And I'll tell you this, my mom, she threw my mom out at one point. You know how my mom made a living? Selling illegal cable boxes. Oh, shit. That was a good... She worked for a cable company?
It was like gift of the Magi. You don't understand, Johnny. All I wanted was illegal cable for the Spice Channel and WWE pay-per-views.
It used to be 65, and sometimes it'd get tossed, it'd be wavy, but you can kind of still hear it. You either could see it and not hear it, or hear it and not see it, which was both, though. Sometimes that auditory shit would get me off.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, nice.
But it is WrestleMania weekend. You've been watching a little bit of the WWE without an audience?
It's very weird. It's sad, really.
It's depressing.
I think AEW's done a better job, to be honest with you, with it.
Well, there was the one show that they had to do. Apparently, they weren't allowed to have the guys sit in the stands wherever they were because they're just going to all the arenas that they had rented out already.
Yeah.
And they're just doing, which is crazy that they're transporting people. There's all these empty arenas. You'd think they could just make a deal with one arena.
Yeah, but I think it's the same shit that happened with WrestleMania this year is the fucking tax purposes, dude. There's some shit about a state tax that Vince didn't want to pay. That's why they went to the Performance Center.
No. I can understand why you don't want to run a stadium show with nobody in it. But AEW... I
don't know. I think that would have been kind of dope to see a whole fucking stadium just empty like that. That would have been like a sight to see with all the shit set up and everything.
It would have been cool to have the entrances without the fucking stuff. Or they should have just done it in fucking Saudi Arabia. They don't give a fuck about the...
Yeah, they really don't. And if those people are infected, they're still going to be in the stands. They're hardcore like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to all independent wrestling friends too and shit because they've outsold WrestleMania. That's a joke that's going online. So shout out to them for that gem. Yeah.
I can't believe they're still doing fucking indie shows.
These guys got to eat, man. It's a fucking hard living. WrestleMania weekend makes money for everybody in the business. You know that shit.
Yeah, Vice put out an article about how literally every major independent wrestler was counting on working like 5 shows, making a couple of grand. That's their fucking big payday.
Yeah, that's their Christmas.
For the year as an indie wrestler. You know what I mean?
It sucks too, because like I forgot the company that used to do it, but every time WWE would be like, let's say when Dallas, the company would be like in Dallas or like a town over, and they like get some old jobber to show up.
Dude, you don't even understand. Like when last time, remember we were both at the Garden for the ROH Supercard, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that weekend, I knew people. Scott Chaplin went to probably 15 shows.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that to me. That how does he have that kind of time? Is he just staying 2 matches and dipping?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Dan Soder went to like 3. You know what I mean? I went to that. I worked at Capitol Wrestling. And then I went to the Busted Open live event before the Garden, but I was wrestling out. I don't know how people do that and then go sit in a stadium for 8 hours for WrestleMania.
Well, you can see New Japan's fucking Grand Tour shit, right? The 6-hour, 8-hour card, the super card.
I don't think I would ever want to. 8 hours is too long for anything.
A regular job is about 8 hours long a day.
Yeah,
so.
And are you happy by the end of it?
Yeah, you feel fulfilled.
No, you don't.
It's a calling.
You're a liar.
It's a calling from God. It's a gift, is what it is.
You're lying to me.
The commute adds another 2 hours. So really, it's like 12 hours a day. But who needs that? You
know? But we should go a little bit over the card that is now split over 2 days.
A lot of gimmicky matches this year too. Don't know how I feel about that.
Oh yeah, they have. Well, that's. Let's just talk about the first one. And I think actually this is the scenario where you do the gimmicky matches. You know, the Mick Foley Boiler Room Brawl makes a lot more sense in this situation.
I guess it feels lonely and shit, but some of these, but we'll get into them. But some of them, I'm like, ugh.
I mean, well, a lot of these just who wants to watch Otis versus Dolph Ziggler? And I understand that's all based on who gets to bang Mandy Rose, which is, I guess, that's high.
It should be Otis.
That's very high stakes. Is all I'm saying.
Dolph is very flamboyant to a point now. It's like an open secret, right? Am I stretching that a little bit?
I mean, you know,
he's never been an alpha male.
I mean, are you calling Dolph Ziggler a gay man?
I'm not calling him anything. I'm just saying how he presents himself. You know what I mean?
Now, here's the thing. Can you have even a pre-show?
There's no point to it. Like, what the fuck is that? I thought Saturday was a whole pre-show. Is that what I felt like?
I'm telling you, I think what it is basically it's ESPN had no interest in carrying NXT TakeOver, but you just pay $10 for the weekend. You probably get both nights of WrestleMania on ESPN Plus.
Now, quick question for you, though. Is the WWE Network free this weekend? Because somebody brought it up to my attention. Like, no, I think that's the regular deal. You get the first month.
Yeah,
try it out.
I believe
that's regular, right?
First month. Yeah. Well, then they better be refunding me $250.
Ouch.
Because if it's free for other people,
you sound like your grandmother right now,
dude. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't know why I'm paying for the fucking WWE Network. I tried to use this shit last night, and it just didn't. It didn't load any of the content I wanted to watch, and I just watched Steve Corino versus Jerry Lawler on YouTube.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Elias versus King Corbin. I've always enjoyed Baron Corbin. I like him better as Baron Corbin than King Corbin.
Yeah, King Corbin's douchey. That's like some real lazy wrestling attire, right? Like that's some IRS shit right there. At least IRS shit kind of works. Corbin's gear just doesn't do it, son.
I think he's one of the only heels that actually gets heat because everybody fucking hates him.
But do you think more the gear or the character? Because once you get that King title and you're a heel, you do good. Other than Wade Barrett, everybody else did good with it.
Everybody got it over.
No, Wade Barrett's gimmick was kind of shit because they got rid of the "I got some bad news for you" gimmick for that. And I was like, yeah, he probably could have left it the same.
But honestly, Corbin dumping dog food on Roman Reigns a few months ago, I thought that was great.
Shed a tear in this man's eye. Reminded me of the Big Boss Man.
Yeah.
Goddamn that! Now that guy can get some fucking heat.
I mean, today, imagine nowadays the Big Boss Man would have so much heat. People fucking hate cops.
He can't even go out in his original uniform. A lot of people forget he had a Confederate flag on his fucking uniform.
Yeah, he should. He's a heel from Cobb County, Georgia.
Well, originally, yes. Now, definitely, he would definitely get him.
The Georgia state flag forever was the Confederate flag.
What? I thought it was just a peach on a fucking white background.
That's why Little John always had fucking Confederate flags in the background of his fucking videos.
Southern and proud. I can't be mad at that, dog.
I suppose.
Big Boss Man probably would have had like a Blue Lives Matter flag if you think about it, too.
So I guess for these first 3 matches that we're previewing, Otis versus Dolph Ziggler, Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley, Elias versus King Corbin. Do we even care? I mean,
no,
it's going to be Ziggler. It's going to be Ziggler, Aleister Black. Because, if a Black is going over in Vince's eyes, it's going to be a white guy named Black. Let's face it.
Probably.
And then Elias versus Corbin, I feel like it's going to be Corbin. I feel like they're going to set up the heels. Other than I think the Aleister Black thing, I think he'll probably beat Lashley just because people are really sick of this Lashley-Lana thing.
Yeah, it's really stupid. This is the kind of shit. It's like, come on, Vince, get somebody better back there. This is fucking lazy gimmick.
But it would be pretty dope if they got Liv Morgan coming out. She starts doing a goth death metal kind of thing. I'd be into that.
Yeah, I would like that too.
Yeah. So I think these are they're not super important matches.
I don't think Ziggler's gonna win. I think Lashley's gonna lose, and then fuck, man. I want Elias to go over. It would be nice, and I feel like you need to have some WrestleMania moments and shit, like heavy good guys win and shit. So maybe, I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up match.
Well, here's the thing: is what's the point of having the faces win? Oh. Apparently, we were streaming live. I don't know if we are now or what.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck it. Run with it.
Yeah.
Technology.
If for some reason we're not streaming live and you're listening to this, I attempted to use a broadcast software called OBS, which I tested weeks ago.
Oh, bullshit.
It worked perfectly fine. And then I tried to do it for this. Didn't work at all.
Well, we didn't see it on our end, to be fair. So it might have been working. It's like you're in a double-sided room in interrogation. You don't know what's behind the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But what were you saying? What's the point of having faces win without a crowd?
Well, the thing is, you have people at home that are invested, and you gotta want to have Elias finally get. He's one of those guys. I feel like he's on his way out to AEW anyway. So it's
I guess on day one you have to have all the people that So day 2 is the disappointment day, right? So it's 2-day WrestleMania. So in day 1, in order to get people to tune in for day 2, you kind of got to give people what they want on day 1. That's why I'm almost positive the Drew McIntyre Lesnar match is going to be day 1. Because McIntyre's going to win and people want to see him beat Lesnar.
I think that was the rumor going in, but I would figure your biggest belt got to be the main event regardless. So guess last match on Saturday or Sunday. It don't hurt nobody.
I think the last match on Sunday is Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. For whatever reason, they have decided
Reigns ain't fucking going to go through with it. Reigns is out, man. It's Braun Strowman, doggy.
Is it Braun Strowman?
Dude, you didn't hear about this shit? It's like 2 weeks old.
So that means I heard that, but they're still pushing it on WWE TV as if it's Roman Reigns.
No way. He's immunocompromised. Can't do it.
Immunocompromised is the name of my mixtape.
There you go. Well, he needs a better DJ because this shit's fucked up.
Whatever. I see you got a lot of supplements on your shelf there. What do you got over there?
Anabolic steroids. They're just a nice fucking bottle, pills and shit. I still want to wrestle.
Yeah, you're still gonna wrestle?
I'll be a manager, heel manager. You need a good heel manager.
You're gonna be a heel manager for your 2 brothers who are the exact same size as you?
No. I wanna stick to somebody that's good. Just start tripping people outside the ring. Oh, Mr. Fuji shit bags.
Are you saying your brothers aren't good at professional wrestling? They're not good indoors?
No, they're good. They're just getting at that age where either you're doing it or you ain't. So they got to figure that out.
People say that to us about podcasting, Johnny. So
it is what it is, man. Some people can legally do what they want. Some people can't.
All right, so let's get into some of these championship matches. Let's talk about the Raw Tag Team Championship match. It is the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. I feel like the Street Profits have to retain the titles.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. Did you see the kid miss the move off the top rope?
No, I didn't see that.
I think that was on this week's Raw where the kid tried to do a suicide dive outside, and the guy's right there, and he missed him by that much. I'm like, oh.
without a crowd to cut to, that's got to be really, really awkward.
You hear the splat. I'm like, oh, my man.
Well, let's talk about something fucking interesting about the fucking empty crowd things. So even AEW had this issue where they had Jericho and Matt Hardy cut a promo against each other the other day. You saw that, right?
That shit was genius.
You thought that was good.
Jericho shit in the pool was fucking excellent. You didn't see that?
No. But I'm talking about the promo with just one and the other one.
Oh, no, I didn't catch that.
Two of them in the ring.
No, I didn't see that.
It was awful. Like, it was
I don't know.
cringy. It wasn't as bad as Austin doing the 316-day shit.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about if you have Chris Jericho, stop doing long promo segments in the ring.
No, dude. Well, I gotta cut you off now, cuz you gotta check out Jericho with a fucking drone in his backyard with a bunch of dogs and champagne.
I think it works.
Genius. It was fucking great.
No. But I think it works outside. You know what I mean?
No. That's why the bit worked. Like, he legit had a release the hounds joke, which was, it went over with this.
But in an empty arena, two men cutting a wrestling promo at each other. Yeah. It just, without crowd noise, it's fucking stupid.
Well, what they should do.
Look. I'm talking about this shit with Matt Hardy and Jericho are two of the best promos currently wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then on top of that, I'm talking about Austin did a show a couple weeks ago on Raw. Yeah. And all of these segments fucking sucked. Why are they doing long you know who worked for? You know who it worked for? It worked for Edge.
Yeah, Edge is good, but Edge also was a Raw promo. It was like just him saying how the fuck he felt, which is
exactly. It wasn't this like stylized, trying to be funny, trying to be gimmicky.
But what are you gonna do with Austin? You only have him the one night. He's got to be Stone Cold, no matter what. Though to me, you should green screen the fans and put in a laugh track or some shit. I don't know.
What do you mean? I heard the original plan for that was for him and fucking Kevin Owens to stunner a bunch of heels. Why not do that?
You got to touch. There's a lot of people in the ring. You got to respect the 6 feet and fucking 10 people rule, man. Can't have no Royal Rumble. Say that.
Yeah. What are they going to do for this Battle Royal?
I think 2 at a time, and I don't even think they're doing it. It's still on the card?
I haven't seen it on here.
I don't think so, man.
Let's talk about some other match. And I heard this guy canceled as well. It's a ladder match between the Miz and John Morrison, the New Day, and the Usos, which honestly could be a show stealer.
That was match of the night.
So these gimmicky matches, I think,
TLC too.
Yeah, I think they work super well in this kind of situation. It's just because first of all, you got 6 guys in the ring.
Dude, you got Morrison and Kofi at the same time, and they do some fucking cool shit on the ropes, man.
That is something I will be super interested in seeing.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Hold on. But it's an interesting match. I wonder so the champions are Miz and Morrison. I think they have to drop it. Do you think they drop it to the New Day?
No, the New Day's had their WrestleMania moments. Usos have I think they might retain, actually. You just got Morrison back. It'd be kind of a waste.
I mean, they also had him get eliminated from the Rumble in 30 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. You got to give him an "oh, you won" and let him have a nice little run with the title. Maybe the Survivor Series or SummerSlam.
Yeah, maybe. I also felt like they had Lesnar bury him that quickly just because they were like, it's John Morrison. He's going to leave and be able to go work wherever the fuck he wants. Man, he's been Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact.
Mundo was dope.
He'll go be Johnny Elite after this. You know what I mean?
Probably.
You know? So you're saying that you think Miz and Morrison retain?
Yeah, and then I think possibly top 3 match out of this WrestleMania.
I think it's got to be great. But here's a great match for the Intercontinental Championship. It just kind of got thrown onto the card sort of last minute. And Sami Zayn won the title in this weird way in a handicap match against Strowman. But Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan is a match that 4 years ago I would have said this is a wrestle. This is like one of those things that
it's a dream match, kind of.
Not like, I wouldn't say it, but when Sami Zayn was killing it in NXT and Daniel Bryan was like the top guy on the main roster, it was such a, like, that would have been like, if you were like, yeah, we're going to give you this, you would have been like, oh, that's fucking amazing. But they've both kind of been like not doing much.
Well, Sami got fucked over. Remember when he was hot, he had that match with Cena when he was injured. They shouldn't have let him wrestle, and then that really fucked him over. He was never the same after that match.
It's kind of a weird thing with Sami Zayn, and I'll put it this way. I kind of liked him as the heel mouthpiece for Shinsuke Nakamura. It doesn't really utilize him.
Never really got into it. I like him just for his in-ring talent. Like, if they would have let him be his luchador self, that would have been dope. Of course, he wasn't going to do that. He's not bad on the mic, but it's like, that's one of those guys, maybe just let him wrestle.
Yeah, it's true, but it's also like Cesaro. You know what I mean? So they're doing this weird thing where now all of a sudden they're putting these great matches together. They just did Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan in the empty ring because they know they need to have guys with heavy work rate and give them a lot of time.
Man. And then plus
Andrade's been on a lot, and they're giving him time. They're giving him a bunch of time, and it's interesting to watch because it's like, oh, it's like, so you know these guys are the better in-ring guys.
Yeah,
you're not pushing them for some sort of. I've been saying this about WWE for years. They push guys based on this weird sort of what we think people want to see.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that, but like, you know, the shit with Vince was your body type. He's always got a body type, and like especially with wrestling that's on TV, it's become a lot more of a spot fest kind of situation where you'd have to wait to see some shit like that in old school WrestleManias. Like, you got guys kicking out of finishes, and I hate that shit. That should only happen at WrestleMania.
Well,
it's like the best opponent you can have.
It makes it boring.
Like, my shit used to be back in the day, you would do everything you could to like fucking avoid a hold. Like, you do that, like you'd hurt a motherfucker's arm, so you probably couldn't get a Stone Cold Stun out of it, or at least a good one. Yeah, so it's plausible. Not, oh, he hits you middle of the ring, 1, 2, oh, last minute. That shit is whack. It's like, nah, you should have saved that for WrestleMania. That's how it used to be.
I also think occasionally people should win matches not with a finisher.
Oh, I don't know. I grew up on you had to have the move. Well, you had like 2 moves. You had the setup and then the finisher. But yeah.
But I mean, like, whatever.
Like, how would you end the match then? Just like a random?
So whatever. Like, a year ago, Dolph Ziggler became the #1 contender for some SmackDown pay-per-view. I don't even remember. And he won a 6-pack challenge with the super kick.
Yeah.
I think occasionally you can do that.
Yeah, but he used to do that in
but it wasn't his finish. He used the zigzag as a finish.
Yeah, but it's like a backstab anyway. Like, they always bitch about Dolph because he doesn't actually have his own moveset. Like, Shawn Michaels ate his ass on that Stone Cold podcast.
Oh, every single move he does, except his own finisher, is somebody else's finisher.
And even that is like, it's technically like a fucking a backstab, a Fame Master kind of thing. It's weird.
Mm.
I think that's kind of hurt him that he never had his own fucking finisher.
Yeah, no, he has the zigzag.
It's not really his though. It's a mixture of shit and it looks weird.
It's like, a bad sling blade.
Yeah, you got to do something with it.
All right, so who's your pick? Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's the champion.
I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan just because he gets a lot of WrestleMania moments now, and Sami might have to work with it.
Here's the only reason I think maybe Daniel Bryan won't win is he's been putting a lot of people over lately, and he's leaving on paternity leave. The only reason
right, yeah.
I can see them having Bryan win the belt if he loses it in a couple of days to somebody else. But you don't need a transitional champion because plausibly anybody could just pin Sami Zayn. He's playing a chicken shit heel.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying too. You can do something where Sami fucks him over, right? And then you build like this fucking organic rivalry between them. Especially with the dude having to take a time off. You could have him like fake an injury. Oh, he hurt his neck again or some shit. He has to rehab to come back. That's the shit with the fucking dirt sheets too. Like, I don't want to know the guy's going on paternity leave. That's some pussy shit right there.
No, I don't want to know. He tweeted that out though.
What a bitch.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I kind of try to avoid a lot of those type of spoilers.
Yeah.
I just think it makes it more fun.
I'm like an old guy like that. I like, fucking heels and guys not hanging together and shit and fucking.
Well, I like watching.
You fake an injury. You remember fucking Sean like broke his back or whatever. It was a rehab, but.
Well, no, like I want to enjoy the show I'm watching. Like, I don't want anybody. I never wanted anybody to tell me what happens in the season of Game of Thrones because they read it in the books. Like, I want to enjoy the thing I'm watching. Like, I want to suspend disbelief
Yeah.
You know, especially for something, not even necessarily for WrestleMania anymore because it's such a slog now. But when I watch like a pay-per-view, you know, I like sometimes I'll watch like a full show and I'll by myself at the house and I'll just put it on my big TV. You know, I'll watch it like I'm watching a movie. You know, I'll put the lights off and just watch a show. And I want to like for a minute. You know, when you're watching you ever watch a TV show and you cheer for something that happens in a TV show, or you kind of like, you're like, yes, I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I want that to happen.
But wrestling should always be that because at the end of the day, too, it's athleticism. And if you watch sports, you get that rah-rah in you. But like WWE did such a fucking job with like making everything so realistic and like it's supposed to be entertaining at the same time, but they don't do a good job with it. Like I can't buy into rivalries because they just like this WrestleMania is a little fucked because they threw everything together at the last minute like that. They picked good guys to match up with each other. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Could have done something with it though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They threw out a lot of the plot armor and just a lot of stuff. Like some I think maybe it was a What Culture video I was watching. They pointed out that Alexa Bliss pinned Asuka in under 5 minutes, but everybody's been terrified of Asuka for a year. Hello?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. She was terrified for your craft out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
But yeah, so it's like, well, Becky Lynch is supposed to be the hardest. She almost didn't want to wrestle her. You know what I mean? So now she can get pinned in 5 minutes by somebody who hasn't won a singles match.
But that's the stupidity about it. Like I always thought, and I know people bitch about it. They did a wonderful job with making like Brock Lesnar final boss kind of bad guy, which is dope. But like with chicken shit heels back in the day, they would fucking hurt you. Like they would be like they'd play like that old Flair shit where he'd get on his knees and then low blow or his boys would jump you. Now you legit like just rolling out and not doing anything. I was like, that doesn't. When they did that with CM Punk, I fucking hated it because he was so much smarter and cunning where he could have actually had somebody jump to shit like that. When they were using it with the Shield, was kind of smart, and then they just changed it up. I'm like, oh, for Ryback, no less.
Well, that's kind of what Jericho's doing now in AEW, and I honestly have liked. That's been the best part of that show. Like, there's a lot of silly shit, and they're doing like some dumb shit. Like, there's no reason for Marco Stunt to have a competitive match with Lance Archer, the guy you're supposed to be building as a monster. He's backed by Jake the Snake.
Yeah, but you gotta do that a little bit because you got a lot of guys on that roster people don't know. So you can't have a guy looking like squash matches straight up unless you got a job on the roster like a local guy. I get it.
You should A, be doing that. B,
not with fucking like the kid's not named Brand, but people know who the fuck he is.
Give him a guy. First of all, you have somebody attack. You have whoever is. You announce the opponent. They didn't announce the opponent till the show. You announced the opponent the week before, right?
Yeah.
You have the opponent get attacked randomly somewhere. Hired goons, whatever, and then
hired goons.
There you go. Then you protect both guys if you need to. But it's like you can't just have a roster where everybody's protected. You know what I mean? Like you got to have somebody like. You have somebody. You can't I think put a guy in with 4 weeks of anticipation. Jake the Snake is his fucking manager.
Yeah.
And then he's having a competitive match with a guy who literally weighs more than 100 pounds less than him.
I get what you said.
Doesn't make any sense. Like think about somebody who weighed 100 pounds less than me. That's a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like.
I call him a victim in your case, but
I can't hit a woman.
Who told you that?
The DA.
You don't watch the 80s wrestling I see no more.
Did you watch the New Jack?
I gotta get on that. I completely forgot about it. It was Tuesday, right?
Dude, it has the best last line of any wrestling documentary.
God bless you, New Jack, you piece of shit.
Can I just spoil it for you?
Yeah, go for it.
They ask him, they go, so how do you see like the New Jack movie? How do you see it ending? He's like, me in a wheelchair sniffing coke.
Nice. He's very personable. I want to say a lot of the shit he does is a bit, but then again, when you stab a guy like 9 times in the ring, maybe not so much.
I think the guy's just got. I mean, whatever. Like we've both known like crazy hood dudes who were cool as shit, but you like kind of are like, I'm not gonna be too close to this dude because at some point
they're just chilling in your crib. I'm like, yo, I didn't invite you off, but yeah, come on in. I guess.
There's no. I remember fucking. He wasn't he wasn't like a violent, but like my buddy, have you ever met my buddy Water before he passed away?
No, I didn't have the pleasure.
Okay, so he was in my house once with a couple other dudes and some chicks or whatever, and they left, and he came back. I woke up and I just hear boom downstairs. Now, mind you, I have neighbors at this point.
Yeah.
I was like, he just passed out in my vestibule an hour later. He must have left the door unlocked for himself and came in drunk and passed out.
Oh.
I think he tried to walk home and got lost. He was so drunk. You know what I mean? Just like
he found his fucking way back to your crib?
To my place, but he couldn't. And
that's all right. Were you pissed about it though? Or like,
yeah, I was like, get out of my house.
Yeah, that's some shit.
But but I'm saying, but there's also like those violent guys who are perfectly nice.
Yeah, cool, I know a lot of those.
Chilling, and then you're just like, yeah, but at some point, you're gonna pull a knife on me.
No,
it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but hey, there's a reason why you don't have a best friend and you're 30.
Yeah, there's some shit to that because in times you're children. I knew a motherfucker. He used to work in the bar that my dad used to play at. Cool dude. But yo, he'd do like one move, like just wipe his hand back or crack his hands. And like legit, he's just fucking people up for no reason other than he did some shit. I was like, damn, one time he swung and missed me by like an inch. And like, when you feel wind from power, I was like, oh shit. And he just beat the shit out of this guy for no reason. He got arrested, got out. And he was like, yo, your dad's a good dude, man. I'm like, yeah, you're a real piece of shit, Like, you would know my fucking dad.
That's a good dude.
But yeah, it's always good to know guys like that because if you're in some shit, either you in some shit and they back you up, or they get you in some shit.
They always have your back. That's the whole thing. And it's like it's kind of like to a fault. It's like kind of like it's like, oh, I saw that dude, I fucked him up for you. It was like, why?
Yeah,
why?
I've been in those.
Like, I heard y'all have problems.
Yeah, like we do now. It was just a misunderstanding, but it's all right. I appreciate it.
You mean 3 years ago when me and that kid shoved each other at a party?
Yo,
what are you talking about?
Beef is beef, dog. You know how.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some more of this. This card. The SmackDown Women's Championship: Bayley versus Sasha versus Naomi versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina.
Damn, it's a whole lot of titties in that ring.
And there's a lot of titties, Johnny.
Damn. I don't know, man. You know what I like? All those broads can wrestle. All those birds can, they can fucking go. I like that.
Well, Bayley's the champ. I think Sasha Banks is going to win this match. I think they finally have.
She's kind of been chasing, but like on the low, which is a weird setup. I'm not familiar with how they do that. It's new to me, but I kind of like it.
I think she's in a position where they will never let her contract expire.
But she has the right to like just fucking like take the year off. I know a lot of wrestlers that do that shit.
You know what I mean? Like every other women's division has people who can work in the ring, but none of them have actual compelling characters. Like the AEW, NWA even. I like Thunder Rosa, but as soon as she starts talking, I'm like, shut up. You know
what you call it? You know what? That women's division is going to get, mark my words, a lot of the people from Lucha Underground, because that's gone under officially, a lot of those girls are going to come back to the they're going to kick some ass. So I got a good feeling.
Well, I mean, Taya is in TNA.
No, she didn't fucking go to TNA.
Yeah, she's on Impact.
I thought she just did like a walkthrough real quick and like to tease, but she didn't actually sign anything.
She was the champion since.
Oh, was she? Fuck, I missed that. I like her, man. She's badass.
Yeah, she's good. But I feel like you could see her on WWE TV at some point just because Morrison's there. Unless he's got a temporary gig there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what his deal is. But you know what I'm saying? Is like, I think any of these companies would throw a massive amount of money at a woman. Like, I mean, I think Tessa Blanchard's one of the highest paid people at Impact.
She was at NXT. I always forgot about that. And then I saw a What Culture video where she was on. Holy shit, yeah, she was. And she's so fucking. Her and fucking Charlotte Flair either make a great tag team or great rivals, or both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm surprised they haven't tried to bring her into WWE just in advance. Like, you know what I mean? Just for that. But like they never took her seriously at the time. And now, I mean, she was the fucking men's world champion in Impact.
Yeah, I love that gimmick. It was funny. Like whatchamacallit could have gotten away. Who's the big broad?
China got it over as Intercontinental Champion.
She's not really a woman, but
she was really a woman. I saw many people penetrate her vagina.
And what was that clit then? The fucking prop? That shit was huge, dog.
That's called human growth hormone, John. You know,
that is
it inflates. It grows everything.
Shit looks like baby corn with some fat on it, my man. It's not a good look.
Grizzly baby corn?
Hell yeah, that's ugh.
So who's your pick on this?
I'm gonna say Sasha Banks. I feel like they've been trying to like get her to get that belt, and they need her to have it because she's got some swag. They need to use that. Not that Bailey's born, but heel Bailey's kind of whack, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super into it.
Like, what do you like? The proper way to make her heel would be like instead of giving hugs to kids and shit, she gives hand jobs to men. But you can't do that on TV. That's way too real, right?
No, she should do that. That's fucking a great.
I would enjoy it. That's like, yo, what a gimmick. But fucking what are they on SmackDown and shit? Ugh.
She can use the hand that Mae Young gave birth to give hand jobs.
That is true. It's not like she's doing it.
You know, continue the great Moolah's legacy of pimping women. That was another good. I watched that Dark Side of the Ring the other day.
They had Fabulous Moolah?
Yeah, season 1 he did it.
Is it on demand? I got to check that bad boy.
I found it on YouTube.
All right, I'm going to do that. That's something to watch.
So next one is the NXT Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair used her Royal Rumble win to challenge Rhea Ripley, who I like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, but
I think she's great. I haven't watched a lot of NXT. There's a lot of wrestling on.
Yeah.
I think I may actually start catching up on NXT just because I haven't watched it in well over a year. But that means that there's a year's worth of shows with crowds I get to watch.
But you're going to hit that point where you get to the loneliness and you're like, woof.
Yeah. So well, eventually I'll run out of things to watch and just kill myself. That's where this is all heading.
That's fucking sad. I'm going to cry in your bed, champ, when you go.
I've already given orders to my cat to burn my sheets and my bed.
Your girl's going to be like, how'd you get in here? I was like, how the fuck are you going to get me out is what you need to be asking.
That was the weirdest thing about that Benoit documentary. Like, how do you keep getting in your house?
Well, no, he kept calling and say he wanted to see the kids, but he was just using the kids as a pawn to get to Eddie's shit.
Yeah.
He's just fucking sniffing the fucking bicycle seat in the fucking gym upstairs. Like, he's doing it again, Mom. Can you go up there and tell him to leave? Like, children are fucking scared of you, rightfully so, after what he did.
Yeah, he was just trying to jerk off with the workout cables after he killed his family. Just about Eddie.
And then the Bible shit too, like, yeah, you really riding Eddie's dick now, dude. Like, even in your suicide, kind of.
So who do you think between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair? Now, history would say Charlotte Flair would win this, but something tells me there's a reason why they're putting her against Rhea Ripley, and it's because I think they need to get some women over that are going to seem like threats.
So my thing is this: I feel like they're going to use Rhea to get the fucking upset win, right? And that's a WrestleMania story in itself, and you legitimize the NXT title belt like that.
That's true.
Like the champ is not a pusher; it's like, yo, you beat a great. A possible Hall of Famer.
Also, you create a good story going into the Rumble next year for Charlotte. Let's say you put her in early, and you kind of go, well, she's the first person to win the Rumble and not win the championship.
Yeah, because you can't see a rivalry coming out of this shit anyway, right? Like, I can't see it.
No, because, oh, wait, did Asuka lose to Charlotte when she won the Rumble? Yeah, she did, right?
She did.
Oh, so she wouldn't even be... Becky's the only one that's won the Rumble then and would win a championship afterwards. But it does, it's like you said, though, it does legitimize the NXT Women's Championship.
Well, if she loses, you got to make it look like it was a close fucking match. I think the kid's got potential, too. She's not bad.
I have a feeling that Charlotte might be taking off or something. You know what I mean?
No, she's not knocked up.
I don't think she's knocked up. I think
that's the only reason a woman would be allowed to tell, unless she's getting bigger tits.
I think maybe she's juicing.
No, she's either getting bigger tits or she's giving birth. It's either one of the. Vince doesn't give you time off for otherwise shit, man.
She could be getting a wellness violation.
No way. That is illustrious.
Her boyfriend just got a wellness violation.
Who's a fucking man again?
Andrade Cien Almas.
No. What? He's fucking mixing? God damn it.
He just oh, you're mad that he's mixing?
Oh, son of a bitch.
This is going to make you even more mad. You know that hot little Spanish chick that he walks around with? You know,
yeah.
He's banging her? Aleister Black.
That's all right. Aleister Black, I don't know what he is. He's all kind of mixed, so that's fine.
He's Norwegian.
No, he's Dutch, Indian, Jamaican, I think. Some shit. You can't get hair like that and not be Jamaican, dog.
Jamaican?
He's mixed. He's one of the. You ever heard?
Jamaican no sense right now.
Ouch.
So I guess we're both going to say Rhea Ripley is going to win.
Yeah, that's got to be the upset right there.
So here's a weird one. So this was something that would make a lot of sense in front of a crowd, but makes no sense without a crowd. And it's Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. First of all, the fact they didn't have Baszler win the Rumble is fucking stupid.
Yeah. And then the gimmick they gave her where she's biting people was just fucking redundant. What like
not even
George Animal Steel?
Because she's gross looking. You know?
No, if she would have done the shit to the turnbuckle, I like George Animal. So
that would have been dope.
I like
really sell it.
You got something there, honey.
If you're gonna have a chick who's just biting people, just like, make it like Oscar or something.
Yeah, make it cute.
Yeah, make it cute.
Yeah, like yo, kiss her now. She got it down. Kiss her.
Yeah, kiss her. Oh, she was just kissing her too hard. That's why.
There's no way we'll ever get to work in the women's department for WWE. Just in case that was a dream.
I don't think I'll ever get to work anywhere. I can't believe Capital Wrestling lets me work there.
It's an outlaw organization, from what I've.
It's an outlaw mud show. Yeah.
Shout out to Zach.
That Harry Tarjan really just doesn't run a tight ship over there.
Oh.
All right, so now so here's something that, again, I was really glad they announced the stipulation for. So I guess we're both gonna assume that Shayna's gonna win the women's title match, right? I don't want to gloss over that.
Yeah, got to.
I think she's.
You know what? No, I'm sorry. I meant to say Becky.
I think so. Here's
Becky's the creme de la creme of the division.
I think in front of fans.
Yeah.
I think in front of fans, 100%, Shayna wins.
Because Becky's not. Well, to be fair,
without fans in the arena, without that going on, I think you have to keep for those huge moments, like actual. It's a weird thing. It's like I'm sure the only reason why McIntyre is going to beat Lesnar is because Lesnar is off the schedule. They only have a few more dates, and they're not going to waste Lesnar on fucking shows with no.
They legit don't have that many days. I completely forgot about that T-Rex in the room. They're gonna. I think it's after 3 days after Mania. They're just gonna take a sabbatical.
Are they?
I think that was the thing. They were like the latest date I heard was maybe April 10th, and then that was it for any shows. So you might see some shit, and it's not like I want to say you'll see some good screw jobs if you want to build up a fucking tension.
From all I could see is it's a maybe that they will take off. I cannot see. They gotta be bleeding money though, dog. If the staff is like, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
WWE. So AEW, all those guys want to work because they want to get the company over.
Yeah, and plus I feel like the guys are invested into what they're doing as well.
Well, WWE can also you can do best ofs for 2 months.
For a while, with the vault, but I think they have to think about that Fox deal too. That's another thing. However, with the talent they got on the roster, and a lot of guys, that's one of the only things that doesn't have an off season. Like the guys fucking work hurt.
Yeah, so but they're also like working such a lighter schedule. There's no house shows. So you're working, if you're not on every single show, think about it, like how many guys are just staying home and getting paid?
Yeah, but they got those bookend shows where they go to like Arabia, Mexico, and they still do those shows.
They're not doing them right now. You can't.
Oh, not right now. Yeah, no, not right now. Now,
like they literally had to. They're still doing UFC 249, right? But Khabib, people are bitching at Khabib on the internet. He's like, I cannot fly into the country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Tony Ferguson cannot fly into the country I'm in. There's nothing we can do. So they can't go to Mexico. They can't go to Saudi Arabia.
They can have a PS4 fight and shit online, I guess.
Up, down, down is the only thing they have now. It's the only programming. It's so fucking. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be careful if you're gonna pick a match.
You know what?
Not do it just because of a build. Because they're like, you're gonna have a dead time, and we've never had that before.
But you know what's a weird thing? None of these companies have just. They're doing these empty arena shows. You know what is perfect for an empty arena show? A fucking tournament.
I don't know, because I think you need the crowd pop for that. Like that ROH at the end when my man won the belt.
No, all you do
pop made the night. Nah, you can't. I wouldn't do that.
All you do is you give a title opportunity down the line. I think a tournament for a number one contender for any belt, and then you have a losers bracket tournament, and the winner gets a shot at the IC belt. Or whatever.
No, because then you demote a belt. No, don't do that. But if you do it, I'd figure, you got to do a tournament for a fucking belt. Got to.
Yeah, but it's fine. Well,
because you got the wellness policy to lean on.
You'd have to vacate a belt.
Well, no, you got a champ that maybe needs some time off, or in Brock's case, whatever, and you put the belt there like, yo, he doesn't want to defend it. He's hurt or whatever, kayfabe shit, and then you fucking put it up, and then you do that. You have to have a fucking. I always feel like you need something, a pot of gold. Number one contendership is shit for that.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's something. It's something to keep you more invested. So you think Becky's going to win, though? You think Becky's going to win the Raw Women's title match?
Because she's the face of the she's one of the top 3 faces of that company. Right
I actually kind of agree that she's going to win. I think she's going to win just based on, like, if it was a regular WrestleMania, I think they put it on Baszler, and then you can extend that.
Because you can't do shit with Baszler if she wins. What is she going to do? She's not going to have a match for a while, for however long. At least you know.
What do you mean? She's not a part-timer.
No, but they're gonna, if they go on sabbatical like they saying, right? Because of whatever. At least with Becky, you still have a brand name. Like, she can do a fucking interview on the Today Show with the belt or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Then you're still at least branding.
Yeah. In that case, yes. That's one of the rare cases where I say the person holding the belt is just as important.
All right. So the next match, I was getting into this for a second. This is a match that I was glad they added a stipulation to, especially since there isn't a crowd. The stipulation, I think, it gives you something more to do. It creates more noise when you have like a hardcore type match. So it's Edge versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match. And what I'm hoping is that this leads to Edge coming back more like, I would love to see Edge on a Randy Orton schedule. Not completely full time, but not a part time guy.
See, and I love Edge, and I love what Edge is doing, but I think for his neck, I know they're saying he's healed. That's a real fucking injury, man. Like, I feel like the best.
No. He soldered these stack of dimes together.
But my shit is, you have the perfect opponent to actually, and it won't even be a career match. You know how much heat Randy to get if he's the guy that ends Edge's career? That RKO is built to fucking break his shit again, right?
Yeah.
You have a fucking thing where Edge can't wrestle anymore. RKO off a ladder or some shit, or the top rope. A super RKO, knocks his career out, and he's either becomes a trainer or he does commentary or whatever else.
You think that Edge came back to lose his WrestleMania match?
Yeah. Yo, fucking AJ Styles lost his first one, right?
Well, I think it's ridiculous that it's not Edge versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, but you got more history to build off of that. And
or Edge versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins threatened to kill him. Not only, no. Didn't threaten to kill him. Attempted to kill him.
I forgot how to do that.
Remember, he was going to stomp his stack of dimes neck.
Oh, yes.
And remember, his exact words were, they never show it anymore. And I believe it's bleeped on the network. John Cena goes, all right, I'll bring back the Authority, right? Because remember, he had to decree that the Authority came back. And Seth Rollins' exact words were, that's great, John. Now the Authority's back. I'm just going to kill him anyway. And then stomp his fucking head.
Oh.
So
yeah, they got good history. That would have been a good setup too.
Also, they are similar, and that would be the match you want to see. I don't need to see Edge versus Randy Orton again.
It's been so long, though, dog. And if you want to come back and have your first match, it should be with somebody you're familiar with.
I think more of the real thing is, Randy Orton is known to be incredibly safe worker. They know each other. Because that's my whole thing was this. Is like, so Seth Rollins is known to not be the safest worker.
So I think he gets a bad rap because of that Sting match. I've never really seen him fucking maliciously.
No, there's been a couple of injuries.
But he botched something. It didn't purposely do it. You got to do it purposely do it.
Sure. But, whatever. It's happened. It's happened multiple times. But, like, Lesnar's willing to work with him, and if Lesnar's willing to work with him, he's probably relatively safe. But forget all that. AJ Styles is known to be one of the safest people to work with. Like, he saved...
His mother's here, so he should be very safe.
Well, I guess, actually, no, there was a string of people... Like, AJ Styles had to learn how to fix a Styles clash in mid-movement as to not hurt people, because 4 people in, like, a month had their necks broke because they tucked their chin instead of pushing it back. This was a few years before the WWE. It was towards the end of his, I want to say New Japan run.
Maybe. No.
But But I'm just saying, so you have a guy who's a very safe worker who I'd be so much more interested. I guess you don't need, I think for WrestleMania, I think that's the whole thing is, so they were going to do this big fucking stadium show. It's one night a year where they get part-time fans, lapsed fans. So people are like, they want to see Edge versus Randy Orton. I guess I get it. But to me, it was, as a fan, as an Edge fan, more so than an Orton fan, I just didn't want to. I was just like, oh, great.
It fit too, because you could throw in that Randy Orton Legend Killer shit too, right?
Sure.
It's something.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a bad blood feud. You don't really have that on pay-per-views as much anymore.
Yeah, but I'm glad they made it the last man standing match. I mean, I think we have to both agree that Edge has to win. Oh, you're saying
I'm going to say Randy's going to get this one.
All right. Up next, another match that I think is a great match. I don't understand the stipulation. It's a Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah.
It's The Fiend versus John Cena.
Wait, the last time he had one of those matches was with Randy Orton. I think it was one of the worst I've seen in a WWE ring. It's very WCW.
That was in a Firefly Funhouse match.
Was it a Madhouse match or whatever the fuck that was?
It was called something else. I don't remember. Yeah, that was an off-site match, right?
Yeah, it was in a house. Can he even get house insurance anymore? Like, he just fucks homes up and shit.
House of Horrors? Was it called that?
Yeah, I think it was.
And then they had the it ended in the ring, right?
I don't even remember. I turned it off like midway.
With the projections with the roaches?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was just bullshit. And I got a bad feeling that's what's gonna happen.
Who do you pick to win this match? I'd say it has to. Look, it's the kind of thing where it's like you've said it 100 times with Bray Wyatt, but he's finally winning some matches, and I think Bray Wyatt has to win. They
finally got to give him one over Cena, right? Like, they just don't give it to him. And I don't know why Cena don't want to put him over, but hopefully Bray gets it.
I mean, Cena has not won a match since he went part-time.
Yeah, but he's not known for putting everybody over. Like,
yeah, but I think think about it this way: he's put over Nakamura. Since he's gone part-time, he's put over everybody.
So you thinking this is payback for Bray?
I think I could see Cena wanting to put over Wyatt.
Okay. I'm picking Bray just because he's due.
Well, it's also The Fiend. If you notice, The Fiend gets revenge for all of Bray Wyatt's losses. So hopefully they do. I'm hoping they do this. Then they do Goldberg at SummerSlam, and he wins because hopefully Goldberg won't have the title by SummerSlam. And you have The Fiend beat Goldberg, and then somebody's got to retire the Undertaker at some point.
It should have been Lesnar, to be honest with you, but
I think it should have been Wyatt.
Yeah, that would have made sense, but they didn't build him right enough, and that would have put him on over worlds, but they just fucked him over so many times.
Even if you have him lose the streak, then he wins the next match, which could have been against anybody. It didn't have to be against Wyatt.
Yeah.
And then he loses to Wyatt. Like, I didn't think it shouldn't have been.
How many WrestleManias has he lost now? 2, right? To Lesnar and Reigns, right?
Yeah. And then he's lost he wasn't on the card last year.
Yeah.
And then he's lost 2 matches in Saudi Arabia, right? He lost to Goldberg. Him and Kane lost to DX.
Well, he's a Christian man. A Christian man can't win in Saudi Arabia.
Dude, I swear to God, they got the Saudi Arabian government to pay Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. They got Glenn Jacobs is the mayor of fucking Knoxville County, Georgia.
Libertarian, no?
Yeah. And
there you go.
They somehow got him to fly to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
A Republican mayor.
Yeah.
An active politician, just so Triple H and Shawn Michaels could get their wins back.
So my thing is this: the motherfucker's gonna have to run a re-election campaign, right? Guess where that money's going?
Yeah,
he's gonna be all right.
But that brings me to the next match: Undertaker versus AJ Styles, Boneyard match. I don't know what a Boneyard match is.
It's American Badass if I've ever heard it. He's coming back out on a motorcycle. You can't say a graveyard match because of everything's going on too. That's what I heard.
I gotta say that I feel like this is gonna look a lot like the Final Deletion. You know what I mean?
Think so?
First of all, Undertaker can't move, so yes, they're gonna need a lot of special effects.
No, it's not going to be that kind of match. It's going to be it has to be a stiff match. And then like AJ's finishers in the fucking right off of fucking tombstones. What are you talking about? Or something in a crematorium.
Again, it's a boneyard match.
You know what?
That's a cemetery match. There's a huge. I don't know what the difference is.
I think it's a cemetery. Just you don't want to say cemetery because of what everything's going on and shit. They got to be a little sensitive to.
Wait, is cemetery a Chinese word?
I don't know. It might be. It's a lot of C's in that shit, right? Oh no, it's just the one. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so boneyard match. I feel like the Undertaker's gonna win because it seems like he's not done.
And it's a gimmick match. I want to just say AJ, just because, like you said, he needs to be retired. Why not retire him in the graveyard? That makes sense, right?
I think, it would be kind of cool. You got this boneyard match, stupid gimmick, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
You got the Undertaker. Now you have the club.
Yeah.
Attack the Undertaker, but then you got Kane is there. But then maybe not just Kane is there in the boneyard. Maybe it's like a lot of the supernatural WWE gimmicks. Maybe Papa Shango is there. Maybe Boogeyman.
You know what? Maybe Vince fucking the money he saved on doing the event, he gets a hologram Yokozuna.
Maybe Shawn Michaels' former tag team partner God is there, and he's on the Undertaker side.
Where the fuck's he been? All right. If he shows up for WrestleMania, I'm like, yo, they kind of need you somewhere else right now.
Yeah. He retired
everywhere else but there.
He retired for 2020. So you're thinking the Undertaker also takes this boneyard match, the first ever boneyard match.
I'm saying AJ, and AJ retires him.
You think you think somebody is finally going to retire the Undertaker?
I'm calling it a retirement party WrestleMania. Him and Edge get retired on the same night, dog.
All right. It's a retirement party, AARP.
You
all can get coronavirus and die. All these old folks.
Hey, that's not fucking funny, all right?
WWE Championship match. Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I think they did a fucking fantastic job of just in one night getting McIntyre from being a fucking heel to over as a fucking face.
They did a great job of making him look tough, too. They rebuilt him and everything.
I mean,
love
it's kind of a crazy thing, though. Like, the guy is fucking enormous.
Yeah, but he wasn't like that. Remember he was in 3MB? I saw I was like, yo.
First of all,
yeah.
I think Heath Slater needs to leave for a little while, just get jacked up, come back looking bigger than Sheamus. You know what I mean?
He needs some time for that wellness policy to just go away. You know that shit. He's not taking any tests. It's just so big, and the trunks are so tight, no bulge.
Are you talking about McIntyre?
McIntyre's
he's a big boy.
I'm bigger than McIntyre down there. I'm pretty sure. I wear those tights that tight, you're gonna see something.
It's the Irish curse.
I guess.
Or is he Scottish? I don't even know. I think he's Irish.
It doesn't matter.
I think McIntyre happens to win this match. I think he's just got the look that Vince wants. He's young enough.
And clearly, you can just bring back a Lesnar whenever you want for that belt.
He's also – the thing about McIntyre is it's very rare that a huge dude like that gets over with the smart internet crowd. And he's over with that crowd. He's got the look they want for television shows. He's fucking huge, and he's
promotion.
Yeah, he's got
charisma too.
In a lot of ways, he's got more charisma on camera, interview wise, than say Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman.
Like, you may make the argument Roman Reigns is the more handsome guy.
Oh, they do that.
But you don't have to. I mean, I think Vince did it for you.
I guess. It's very weird.
Bitches love Roman Reigns. What are you gonna do?
Is it bitches or I don't know who's in Roman Reigns.
Bitches.
Probably
people who like touching penises like Roman Reigns.
There you go. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the most politically correct thing you've said.
That makes sense.
Doesn't matter. We don't know your genders. We don't
ask, and nor do we care.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
No, we're from that age.
Maybe show me.
So you think what you call it, Drew goes over, right? I think so too.
Yeah, I think he has to. Because obviously, Lesnar's going to take a 6-month vacation before SummerSlam.
They always say that, and he pops up though.
He's not wrestling again.
I don't know, because look, what happens? Like, let's say everything goes back to business by June, he has to be on the card. The first pay-per-view comes up after this shit, he's probably going to be on it.
True. But they can't do the typical, he, beats up a fan and goes on a rampage the day after WrestleMania. You know what I mean? They got to.
Yeah, that Raw crowd is gonna suck this shit.
Oh yeah, probably have more energy than they usually do, though.
Ouch.
All right, and then so now, Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. I mean, I think they can pull the trigger on Strowman. Maybe
it should have been. It should have been Matt Riddle in that match. There's so much animosity there. That would have been awesome.
But Matt Riddle doesn't deserve a Universal Championship match.
Yeah, but then again, neither did Goldberg. So it's just fucking nonsense.
Goldberg is Goldberg.
Yeah, but after that shit he pulled in Saudi Arabia with the Undertaker, that would have been like, all right, you want to do a commentary spot, a host of WrestleMania? Go for it, big guy.
Goldberg is still Goldberg at least. You know, it's a weird. Matt Riddle is not Gold. You know, it's.
No, I know that. I know what he's saying, but like,
Brock Lesnar hasn't had many fights in the UFC in the last 7 years, but had he not,
shit out of Cain Velasquez though,
had he been able to hit, yes, he did. He beat Cain Velasquez.
Got that one back.
I really hope Cain comes back in the fucking luchador mask, healed up, and does fucking lucha shit in WWE because.
That would be bad. And he was good. He was good as a luchador, bro.
Well, he can also get the win back from Lesnar. It would be pretty easy for him to get the win back from Lesnar. He could say, I came in here approaching it as an MMA fighter. I trained with Ray, and now I have a new set of tools. And then you can just throw him back in the mask, and then that's interesting. There's a lot of shit you can do with that. But, I think I imagine Goldberg's got to win. I just don't know what his contract is. You think Strowman's going to win?
I'm thinking this is going to be an elderly abuse match, and Strowman finally gets over and gets a belt. He should have got it a couple years ago when they had that big push.
You mean
when my brother made that phone call?
Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman?
Not world title, though.
Former tag team he's about to become a Triple Crown champion, John.
That's big, man. And like, again, he's one of those guys you can advertise.
Yeah, people love him. It's just a matter of, I think, with a guy like Strowman who's just been consistently on TV.
Yeah.
So, like, for somebody like that, you need to almost rest them. So, like, he's so big that if you rest him for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then you bring him back and you're like, oh my, and then you turn him heel. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden he's credible again.
Yeah, but he's a giant. He's gonna be a giant champ. How many good guy giant champs do you remember? Not too many. Like other than the Undertaker when he had like it's not too many good guy giant champs if you think about it. It's been a while. If you got to think of it like that, I don't
think Big Show was ever. Well, no, I guess Big Show's first run with the WCW title, he was technically a face.
No, I'm saying that WWE though.
A big man, world champion. Diesel. That's a long time ago, but Diesel.
It's over 20 years old, man.
I can think of somebody else that's very large. Well, I mean, it's about to be fucking Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is the same size as Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Just Braun's just takes up. But so does Drew, but Drew got there. I think that's why, too, he's over. But so you saying Brock gets it? I'm saying Strowman gets this one.
No, I'm saying Goldberg. I'm going to say
Goldberg. My fault, yeah.
So that's it. This is the first year that WrestleMania is 2 nights long. And are you excited?
For a 2-night WrestleMania, I'm going to be real with you. They should just made it where you can stream it. It's already filmed. I'll stream the shit out of it. Like, I'll watch it all in one.
You're going to be watching. We're recording this on Friday night.
Yeah.
Are you going to be watching tomorrow?
I'm going to try. It's going to be weird because I can't even watch it with anybody in the room. And you got to watch WrestleMania.
Well, maybe me and you, I'll jump on the High Society Instagram Live. Maybe we jump on a little Instagram Live during WrestleMania.
We'll do a match. Not too many matches. I got to do calls and shit.
No, we'll do one or two. Maybe we'll do a little bit. Maybe we'll do Sunday.
We could do something on Sunday. You want to?
All right, Sunday. Yeah, we'll just jump on our phones, Instagram Live. We'll watch 1 or 2 matches together.
Oh shit, right. I can't use the computer for that. I wanted to watch the shit with my son because I got him in the wrestler now. He likes it. It's pretty cool. He actually likes the women's matches.
You can use Zoom.
Can we use Zoom for that?
Yes. You see, when you move your mouse down on Zoom, you hit first of all, you just have the video up, and then you hit this little share screen button.
Yeah, but he don't have a computer. I haven't gotten him a computer.
Does he have a phone?
Yeah, I guess we could do it.
So he can put Zoom on phone, and you could share your screen from the computer to the phone, and you guys could watch.
Oh, that's fucking dope. I want to try that now.
And then, since he's not going to be paying attention, because let's face it, you jump on your phone, we Instagram Live a little bit,
Yeah, that's cool. I want to take my boy to a fucking WrestleMania one day. I never did it with my brothers. I think I ought to the little guy.
Just take them to a house show. They don't know the difference.
No, man, I've never been to a WrestleMania. I've never been. You've been to WrestleMania before, right? Or no?
I will.
No, you know what? We almost went one year. Remember in Florida?
And then we didn't go. And you were texting me. If I recall correctly, you texted me. You go, "I'm so happy we didn't spend our money on this bullshit."
That was a shit WrestleMania, but it would have been a WrestleMania at the end of the day. So it's like, yo, you there for the moment? Because God knows when's the next live WrestleMania going to be. Might not be for another 3 years.
Johnny, you go on very few actual vacations. Do you?
Yeah, I don't do much, but I want to do a WrestleMania.
You understand traveling WrestleMania weekend is prime time travel. It's expensive. Booking a room is expensive. It's more expensive than going to those places.
It'll be in New York. It'll be in New York in another 4 years, right? It always has to hit.
It's in New York and you want to go, but we'd have to get good seats. I don't want to sit in nosebleeds and
get the fuck out of here, man. No, none of that shit. What do you think we're going to get tickets for? Like, you just go and you just enjoy it. I'd rather sit higher up than down. I'm a short person.
I'll tell you what. We'll go to TakeOver the night before.
I don't want. Oh, you know what? That is pretty fun, actually.
Look, if it's back in New York, we'll go to some indie shows. I'd rather go to some indie shows.
Nah, because the last wrestling event that I went to that was WWE.
Go to Joey Janela's Spring Break.
That might be fun, actually.
They were supposed to do Minoru Suzuki versus Orange Cassidy this weekend.
Oh, really? Man, I feel bad. You know what, though? Because I know you do stuff with Capital and Zach's great. And shout out to Lou, the monster and shit. So many guys are losing money, man. That's the thing, too. I feel real bad. Shout out to our guys, man.
Yeah, all of our boys who were, again, like, I mean, Capital obviously wasn't going to run a show in Florida, but
we could have done something in Brooklyn, right? That could have been
no, but we weren't going to run a show that weekend because a lot of the guys are going to go down to fucking Florida for a paycheck. A lot of our guys, Darius Carter, Kobe Carino, fucking Homicide, those guys were all going to make a fucking nut that weekend.
Yeah. I heard something the other night where indie guys can clear an easy couple thousand in that night.
First of all, just on the matches, but then you're also selling merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those are the most rabid wrestling fans in the fucking world.
Yeah,
They all go down there with a budget to buy the most obscure wrestling T-shirts. So when they go to local events, they can be like, "Where'd you get that?"
Yeah. But shout out to our guys because technically it's like they got furloughed too, man, and it sucks. Everybody got laid off and shit. Just shout out to them. It's rough, but if you can watch WrestleMania with your loved ones some kind of way and have fun with it, man.
Yeah, have some fun. But yeah, Johnny,
it's gonna be weird, but make it fun. It was fun doing this shit.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to do this show again. I'm gonna end this here, but hopefully we can do one of these again at some point, maybe for SummerSlam or maybe hopefully beforehand. We'll see. Now that we have this software, this makes it a little easier. I'm sure I'll figure out the other things so we can go live, but we'll figure it out.
We might have been live and you didn't even know.
This could be live right now. Who knows? So you've been listening to Piper's Pit. I'm your host, Chris from Brooklyn.
Bronx Johnny.
Good night, folks.